So Japan just absolutely nuked the crypto market, and this is coming next. If you've been holding Ripple's XRP, remember guys, it all starts with Japan. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what that means. What just took place over the past 48 hours that absolutely nobody expected, except for this guy right here, Warren Buffett, what he's doing right now with his portfolio to prepare for the largest market crash in history, what the Federal Reserve is expected to do next in an emergency meeting in response to this market crash. The reason why I'm actually very, very bullish for altcoins on what just took place and exactly what I'm doing next. We're looking at the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin. The reason why we need to be focusing on what's happening in Japan right now because of what the SBI CEO is saying with every bank in Japan to use XRP by 2025. Also what's happening with SBI real estate finance for blockchain-based solutions for mortgages. The XRP to the US dollar price chart and the most likely case scenario to happen in the short term that you need to be ready for. XRP to the Bitcoin price chart, what Ripple is doing to prepare by the end of this year as if they knew that this was coming, and realistically how big XRP could get by the end of this bull run regardless of whatever's happening in the short term with this massive volatility right now. Because as M2 money supply hits all-time highs, the Federal Reserve is going to be forced to step in to save the economy. And by the end of this video, you guys are going to see what I'm doing to earn over 1,000 XRP per day, regardless of whether XRP goes down, sideways, or up in the short term. That way you personally can be able to make the most amount of money possible, especially when you see all these other projects down 20 or 30%, you can be A-okay. So comment 777 if you're feeling bullish, comment 777 if you're feeling blessed, and if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So not the hottest day in crypto, that's for sure, with everything down. Everything is getting absolutely destroyed. I made this post in our Telegram group that you guys can join through the link in the description below. The past few days, I've been taking this weekend to enjoy time with family, and I see the markets crashing because of Japan. So we're going to be discussing all of that in this video. If you guys hear some wind, we're out here at the lake house, so it's a absolute crazy storm. We got a hurricane coming through Florida as well too. So not only is a hurricane coming through, Florida, but a hurricane's coming through the markets as well too. So I see this as an incredible opportunity to buy more the further the markets drop with whatever money I have on the sidelines. Now, personally, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't claim to be one. I just make these YouTube videos to help educate you and inform you on what's going on in the markets. Obviously, crypto is risky. I say this in every video. You could lose money in these markets, hence the past 24 to 48 hours. If you're freaking out, you're panicking, I want to help calm you guys and ground you with reality. And also, I want to talk about the facts in these videos because I'm never going to tell you to buy or sell anything. What I am going to do is provide you with all the facts so you can make your own informed, educated decisions because they can nuke the crypto market to Hiroshima for all I care. I'll be in the blast zone with my atomic goggles on. And if you're with me, then continue watching this video because I see dips, the way that I look at these markets, as massive opportunity. When we're at all-time highs, you're too late, right? Because when you're at an all-time high and you buy the high, you get dumped on by the venture capitalists, the institutional investors. When markets dip like this, that's when they eat, right? That's when BlackRock dives in. That's when all these massive companies, they buy more. So this is fantastic. We have to retrain your brain in these videos, which is very easy to do. But emotionally, that's the challenge. And if you don't see it that way, then in my opinion, you'll always be a loser, aka the ones that buy the tops, that sells the bottoms every time. Then you blame everyone else other than yourself because someone told you about crypto and you just FOMO'd in when the greed was at an all-time high. So you have to mentally prepare yourself because we're in a financial war. So it's going to be very, very fun. And we always warn you, this market's not for the faint of heart. Your portfolio, guys, it's going to drive you crazy until the end of the bull run. Even the best projects are going to get nuked. I mean, look at all these projects right here. So you need to prepare to see your portfolio drop 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% if we get even further to the downside, which I'll get into on the charts and the possibility of that taking place. Now, should you buy? Should you sell? Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Because if you're not prepared for another drop to the downside, then you might as well just get out. You might as well go work your job, get a steady paycheck, don't invest anything in the markets, because if you're not prepared for that, then get out now. You're not ready for the euphoria, nor do you deserve the gains if you can't handle what's happening right now, because God will test you with mass fear before you're tested with mass greed. It's just simply yin and yang. So are we at the end of the bull run? I don't think so, although I could be wrong, and we could all suffer a catastrophic financial death in crypto at any moment. Obviously, we got to be ready for that. So does that make me scared? Nope, just another day. Financial war is what separates the sheep from the wolves. The blood in the markets is where you make your millions. It's not when times are good, because it's easy to make money when everything goes up. You think you're a genius because everything is doing well, everything is skyrocketing, and we're at the ending stage of the market. So here's how I think. If I don't have at least $100 million worth of crypto before all-time highs, then I'm broke. And if I don't buy the dips during times like these, then I'm a loser. If I don't see this crash as an opportunity, I belong with the pigs. Toss me to the swine. That's how I feel. Now, do I have $100 million in crypto? No, not yet. Am I buying the dips the further the markets crash? Absolutely. And are we in for more volatility? 100%. Guaranteed more volatility. So the reason why you may be stressed out financially if you see your portfolio down right now is because you need to take some time away from the screen. You know, I've taken some time off the past few days, and it's funny, when I take time off, all of a sudden things hit the fan. And so I can look at the markets with a renewed, refreshed approach. And it's important to take care of your mental health, especially, you know, when you see your portfolio down 30, 40, or 50%, especially if you have a lot of money invested in the markets, as do I. So if you're looking at these videos and you're commenting below, easy for you to say, you have a lot of money in the markets. Well, when you see your portfolio fluctuate by hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, you know, compared to just a few $100, imagine the emotions when you have $10 million in the market, $50 million, $100 million in the market. See, millionaires have lost and have fluctuated through their portfolios hundreds of thousands of dollars to get to that point. Imagine how much billionaires have lost. Millions to hundreds of millions of dollars. And so for every level, there's another devil. You just have to get used to becoming a new you at a higher level. And being comfortable in life and in investing is for the weak. Being used to good times, born into opportunity, the best economy anyone has ever seen, greatest country on earth, internet at your fingertips. They trained everybody to be soft. The next few years will show who's really about it. And this is what you signed up for when you bought your first crypto, your first stock. Just like the rest of us, you're strapped in for the ride. Welcome to the danger zone. Now this is where it gets fun, when they throw us to the wolves. So let's dive right in. Let's talk about what's taking place, because this is why the crypto market is collapsing. It's the Japanese yen versus the US dollar chart. For 30 years, Japan's 0% interest rates led investors to borrow yen cheaply and invest globally in assets like T-bills and the NASDAQ. And this week, the Bank of Japan's unprecedented 0.25% rate hike, which is very small when you think about it, on how that little tiny domino of a rate hike catapulted to everything else. Now, obviously, there were some other catalysts that stacked together, like Warren Buffett selling, you know, stocks in Apple didn't help out as well, because he has a lot of people paying attention to what he does. So it created this cascade effect as well too, and it's prompted these investors to pull their funds back, affecting global markets. And with borrowing costs rising, investors are pulling their borrowed funds back to Japan, causing significant market shifts. So this unwinding is estimated to involve over $4 trillion. So we need to keep a close eye on the yen to the US dollar chart. If the yen continues to strengthen, risk assets, including cryptocurrencies, could face severe declines. Now, this was coined to be the largest drop in history, exceeding Black Monday of 1987. And so this is a historic day in the markets, because Warren Buffett of Berkshire Hathaway sold 50% of his Apple holdings. He nearly sold $86 billion worth of Apple shares. So Berkshire Hathaway now holds $277 billion in cash. And if we look at this right here, he now holds 4% of all of the T-bills issued to the public. He has $277 billion. The Fed has $195 billion. He is the largest holder of U.S. Treasury bills, bigger than the Federal Reserve. So that should tell you guys something. He's preparing. Now, what is the Fed going to do to step in? They're going to need to have an emergency meeting. They're going to need to come in maybe before the September meeting, and Jerome Powell's going to hop up on stage and give a speech, and we're going to cover it on this channel. But listen to this.
Joining us now is Jeremy Siegel, Professor Emeritus of Finance at University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business, Chief Economist at Wisdom Tree. You probably aren't happy to say I told you so either, given what we're witnessing. But you thought the Fed was staying at, once again, for the second time, staying at the party too long and too restrictive.
Yeah, absolutely. And, this may surprise people. I'm calling for a 75 basis point emergency cut in the Fed funds rate, with another 75 basis point cut indicated for next month at the September meeting. And that's minimum. The Fed funds rate right now should be somewhere between, 3.5% and 4%. Let me give you very simple logic of my position here. The June meeting, the Fed has said that the long run Fed funds rate, when inflation reached 2% and unemployment has come up to 4.2%, should be 2.8. That's the normal. 2.8 is the normal Fed funds rate. Well, on Friday, we blew it across the employment number. We're at 4.3. That even argues for a lower one. Now, as far as inflation, we're at 2.5%. We've gone down 90% towards the target on the inflation rate. We've overshot the target on the employment. Those are the two targets explicitly mentioned by the Federal Reserve. All right, and how much have we moved the Fed funds rate? 0. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
So if you guys watched my past 2 videos, I talked about how rate cuts are actually not good for the market because the Federal Reserve usually does those in response to a crash. And so we're starting to see that escalate right now. Now, is it over? Well, let's look at the charts and let's talk about it. And let's also bring up the stochastic RSI on the weekly chart for Bitcoin to the US dollar. Because what we want to look for is bearish crosses and see where we are in terms of the price action and where we are in terms of retesting previous zones as support. So as you guys can see, the previous zone to retest, Bitcoin almost wicked off of it. So it didn't even come back down within this zone, which is roughly $45,000 to $48,000. This is a level that I expected if there was a crash for Bitcoin to come back down within. Now, obviously, I talked about the markets going up and I was expecting to go up. But then again, we have to be prepared for stuff like this to take place. And then we have to look at indicators when this stuff does happen, how to shift our approach. Like Bruce Lee says, right? You have to be like water. You can't be so stagnant within your investing strategies. If you just think that the markets are going to go up and up and up and up and up, and then all of a sudden a shakeout event happens and all of a sudden you shift your thesis, people are saying that you can't shift your thesis because they're so rigid, and that's why they don't adapt with the markets and they end up getting wrecked. So we have to be able to adapt, and you have to be able to 180-degree shift your thesis at any moment depending on what happens from a macro market perspective. But let's look at the technical analysis. So when we look at the MACD on the weekly going all the way back to August of 2021, we saw a bearish cross right here. Sure enough, on the price chart, when that bearish cross took place, price dropped all the way down from about $53,000, $39,000. We saw a bounce, one final all-time high, bearish cross as well too. Then the price crashed as well too. We saw a bounce down here. This was a bullish cross down below 20. Boom, the stochastic RSI went back above 80. Then we saw another bearish cross right here. So the key thing that I'm looking at is above 80 and below 100. So between 80 and 100, I'm looking for bearish crosses where the K line in blue crosses below the D line in orange. This signifies that momentum has shifted over from the bulls to the bears. And then that's a great selling opportunity just based on facts. A great buying opportunity is just the opposite, right? When we're below 20 and we see a bullish cross. Now, we're just looking at bearish crosses because the market sentiment is bearish right now to understand what to do next. And so, bearish cross right here, 4th of April, 2022. Bearish cross right here, 7th of November, 2022. Price catapults down to the bottom. The price rallies up. We see the stochastic RSI come back up. We see a bearish cross right here in April. Sure enough, the price drops from $30,000, $24,000. The stochastic RSI comes all the way down here. Now, the next time that the stochastic RSI was between 80 and 100 was all the way up here on the 4th of December, 2023. We were close to 100 right here. Price dropped from $44,000. The SEC manipulated the markets by posting on Twitter saying that the ETF was approved. Gary Gensler then now posted saying, no, it's not approved. The price crashed. Then he posted again saying it's approved. So massive manipulation to fluctuate the price. Well, when we look at the indicators, look at that, overvalued. Simultaneously, the price dropped 12%. Then we rocketed on out of here. And the RSI, not the RSI, the stochastic RSI came all the way back up here again for the all-time high of over $73,000. Now, interestingly enough, another bearish cross took place at about 90, and the stochastic RSI plummeted on the weekly. Sure enough, the price came down, rallied up, came down, rallied up, came down, and look at where the stochastic RSI is right now. And so we are sitting at 23 on the K line and 38 on the D line, and we just saw another bearish cross. Now, this is not that bearish of a signal because the further we are above 80, the closer we are to 100 that a bearish cross takes place, the stronger the reversal signal. Now, we're down here. we're at like 30 something. So it's not that strong of a reversal signal because we've already seen the majority of this sell-off take place from the 11th of March. That's why I'm actually pretty bullish, because this correction, completely normal. We're only down, guys, 30%. If you go back to the last bull run, there were 40% corrections. I mean, you go all the way back here, look at this correction right here during the last bull run. This was a 30% correction. Even look at this one before we reached the all-time high that took place. It was a 54% correction. So anywhere between 20 to 60%, completely normal. So, and I know that sounds crazy, because if you're a stock market or a traditional investor, that's pretty drastic. But looking right here, for us to drop 38%, that would put us at about $45,000. I wouldn't be surprised if we go down there. And I said that in my last video. Now, what I would want to look for, if that were to happen, is for the stochastic RSI to be somewhere down below 20, and then for us to see another bullish cross down here. Because as long as we are below 80 and even below 50, anything down here is an awesome buying opportunity in my opinion, because eventually the stochastic RSI, the K line, the D line will come back above here. We'll see another bearish cross somewhere up here above 80, and simultaneously what that will look like for the price, regardless of however low we go in the short term, is a recovery on out of here, a new high, and then once we see that bearish cross, that's when the next correction and consolidation will take place for the markets. So it's very, very simple, very, very easy. It's not magic, it's math. Now, let's look at the other chart, which is the total 2, crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin, and let's talk about the downside of the equation here. Because if we go back based on Bitcoin stock to flow rainbow indicator, which is one indicator, we don't base everything on this, right? But it shows us where we are in the macro market cycle for us to compare to the past based on the days until the next halving. So when we go from purple to orange, very similar to what happened right here after April to March, you know, a lot of people, and I've brought comparisons of the market cycle up like this, where we saw this sell off in the markets of like 26%. And the only difference here that I can realistically see, other than the price action looks somewhat different and we're in orange right now, is when you look at the MACD, we saw an attempt at a bearish cross right here, which was a massive fake out. This was a massive bear trap right here by the 28th of September of 2020, because a lot of the bears were thinking that this was going to be a bearish cross where the MACD line in blue crossed below the signal line in orange on the left-hand side of the screen, and the price was going to do something like this and come all the way back to down to back test these levels before continuing to the upside. So it was a massive bear trap. What we're looking at right now is more similar to what happened back on the 22nd of July, because we officially had a bearish cross since the 22nd of April. So for an extended period of time on the right-hand side of the screen, we've been seeing this bearish cross, you know, for about 112 days, where the MACD line is below the signal line and we're still above the zero line. So it's more comparable to what happened all the way back here, where we saw this massive crash after DeFi summer, and then the price just worked its way down to find a low, attempted to rally out, and then black swan event before this recovery. And so if we see something like that happen, this resistance, this descending resistance right here, is going to act as major resistance if the price continues to work its way through these levels right here. So we need to see Bitcoin recover. We need to see that bleed into the altcoin market in order for altcoins to recover, to start making the next leg up from here. But interestingly enough, we wicked off of this previous zone right here that acted as, you know, resistance, and it consolidated for an extended period of time. We didn't come all the way back down to $665 billion. The level that I want to watch for on the chart for a back test of is roughly within this level. If we do dip down really quick and then see some sort of V-shaped recovery out of here, this is what I want to see. If there is a black swan event, maybe we do something similar to this, where we work our way down on the MACD and then we see a bullish cross somewhere below zero. On the histogram, we work our way back up, and then we see some sort of, you know, final shakeout event to freak everybody out down here, and then we do a much longer consolidation to the end of 2025, because into election, I expected it to be a lot more bullish going into election, but I'm prepared for the other scenario too. Now, I do think that these markets are going to get bought up and we're going to continue to the upside. I just think it's going to take a little bit longer than everyone expects. And because you look at the macro market sentiment of Warren Buffett selling, war news happening overseas, you know, people being unsure if Trump's even going to win this election with Kamala Harris and how much they might rig the election. And then also what's taking place from a bullish perspective, though, that's the contrary, and the reason why I'm actually still bullish on the markets, I'll get into in a little bit. So hang with me, guys, because I want to share with you what I'm doing to earn an extra 1,000 XRP per day. And if you guys don't want to wait till the end of this video, you want to go check that out right now, and you want to discover how to earn more crypto in less than 10 minutes per day with the first XRP game. It's actually the #1 game, guys, on the XRP ledger. It's the #1 play to earn game. It takes less than 10 minutes per day to play. You can go to bullrunners.com, click the link below, put in your best email address. You'll be subscribed to our video newsletter. And then on the other side, you'll learn how you can play this game and earn the native in-game currency called crypto. I have about 148 of these right now. The price did take a little bit of a dip, but it's not that bad. It's at $84. It's down 11%. The rest of the market's down 20 or 30%. So this project is beating the whole market. So, you know, you guys can do the math on that there. And also at the same time too, you'll learn about the liquidity pools. You'll learn how to be able to earn rewards based on your LP tokens, which is really, really awesome, because regardless of whether XRP goes down in the short term or the midterm, which I'm going to get into on the chart, you could be able to play the game, earn rewards, get your XRP wallet, get your game pieces, get crypto, and then withdraw it every single day to be able to start stacking your crypto rewards, stacking your XRP, even if we go lower in the short term. Because if we do something like this, similar to what happened right here for, you know, March, and we go into World War III, well then you need to be stacking as much as possible based on what you can afford to lose. That's what I'm telling myself, because look at this. The Bitcoin Strategic Reserve Bill has been officially tabled by Senator Cynthia Lummis. And she proposed that the U.S. government buys 1 million Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, and Trump has suggested it could help pay the nation's $35 trillion debt. Now, obviously, Bitcoin would need to be valued a lot higher because the market cap, not even at $2 trillion, $3 trillion. And so this is just going to be macro bullish for the whole industry, because these institutions are still in the markets, guys. Yeah, Warren Buffett sold a lot of stocks, but Warren Buffett, you know, he's old school, right? The new school form of money that's being pumped into, you know, the future is going to be the crypto market over the next 100 years. I'm not talking about the next month. I'm talking about 100 years, okay? When we're all dead, all right? So for our kids, because they're more savvy with technology than ever before, and the company that is going to be the gateway for that liquidity is Ripple. And SBI over in Japan said every bank in Japan will use Ripple by 2025. Now, pay attention to Japan, guys. It starts with Japan. This tsunami right now of this crash that's happening in Japan, there's a reason for this. And look at this. SBI VC Trade is starting their operation of a validator node on the XRP ledger, contributing to the ecosystem. So you don't have to know what this means. All that this means is Ripple is at the center of it all. They're preparing for this with the XRP ledger, and that's where they have partnerships, you know, through ACI Worldwide, connected to FedNow, Finastra. You have Codius, PolySign, Moja Loop, connected to the Rockefeller Foundation, Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, R3 Corda. You have all these other companies right here, HSBC. You know, you have Santander, you have CME Group, Bank of America, you have Interbank, Westpac, PNC, American Express, UBS, like virtually all the top banks out there, other than maybe a few that are a little bit late to the party. But guys, Ripple is that company that is going to be the pioneer of the... Now, SBI with their real estate finance, this is a little bit of a side tangent here, but blockchain-based solutions for mortgages. And in Japan, SBI Holdings, SBI Real Estate Finance, and Sumitomo Real Estate Sales have collaborated on a blockchain-based solution. And SBI is the largest money transmitter in Japan, and they're using XRP. And if the CEO of the company is saying that every bank in Japan will use XRP by 2025, why are you worried right now? We're in 2024. Why do you care? Why is it keeping you up at night? Are you worried about your portfolio in the short term because you're trying to get rich overnight? Or are you trying to build long-term wealth in an industry that's going to be here for the next 100 years? Now, obviously, there's going to be massive volatility. When we look at XRP in the short term, there is a concern. And the biggest concern that I have right now that I brought up in a previous video is the weekly stochastic RSI. I talked about the last 14 times that we were above 80. Right now, you know, it looks like the K line is at 70, the D line is at 86. So to confirm this bearish cross on the weekly, the D line would need to go below 80, and it looks like it's happening. I discussed this where I was expecting a little bit of a pullback for XRP right at 65 cents, all the way down within this range right here. Now, the real question is, and this is a little bit more concerning in the short term, if you are worried about the value of your portfolio, because I'm just going to stack up more the further down that this drops. What I want to wait for is XRP on the stochastic RSI and the weekly is to be below 20. Right now we're very, very high. And so the next level that we need to watch for is down here between 20 cents to 30 cents. So roughly, 33 cents, 28 cents, potentially all the way down to 25 cents, which would be pretty nasty for the markets. That would be if Bitcoin flushes everyone out, drops down to 45K, and then you guys would see on crypto bubbles, a lot of these projects down 50 to 60%. Now I know that's not what you want to hear, but you have to look it in the face and you have to be okay with understanding that that's definitely possible. And so if we see XRP break to the downside of this macro, which I wouldn't be surprised here. I mean, why wouldn't they do that? You know, the elite of the world, I would expect them to shake everybody out and then start working its way through here, having that last low for everyone to buy. The reason why is because if we go all the way back here and we look back in 2017 of February, that is exactly what they did back here. I mean, if you look at this ascending support right here, you look at this descending resistance right here, you know, everyone was expecting for the price to bounce off of this ascending support and trade to the upside from here. And nope, it saw one last shakeout. So a lot of people were like, oh, XRP is junk, I'm getting out of XRP. Even what's funnier is how identical this is to the shakeout event that took place right here for this wick. You guys can see the candle bodies, but you're not paying attention to this wick right here. Look at what happened over the course of 1 week. The price crashed 56% in 1 week. 56% 1 week. Guys, January of 2017 was disgusting for a lot of people that were holding XRP, but it was bought up relatively quick. So you can actually go on an exchange and you can set limit buy orders to be able to fill an order if that were to happen, if XRP were to go to 25 cents. And you could probably get the best deal of your life on XRP if we see something like this take place down within the 20 to 30 cent region right here. And I'm personally going to do that. Now, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying that that's what a lot of smart investors do, because you make your millions by buying low and selling high. You don't make millions by being an idiot and buying the top and selling the bottom. That's how you lose all your money. So if they were to shake everybody out, I would be incredibly happy, because I'm going to wait for the stochastic RSI to be down below 20. Now, if it doesn't get there and XRP, stops out at 40 cents, then goes up from there, cool. I hold enough XRP. I'm not going to be mad, although I'd be a little more excited to, back up the truck a little bit more to fill my bag. And so, as you can see right here, we saw a sell-off going from orange into yellow, then a breakout. Same thing the bull run before then. So going to yellow, maybe we see a sell-off, I wouldn't be surprised at all. In fact, that would be awesome, because look at the past few times that we saw a bearish cross on the stochastic RSI. Every single time, 14 out of 14 times, we saw the price drop shortly after that. Now, how far will the price drop? Nobody knows. Nobody has a clue. Not even the best traders in the world. But we can just look at the facts. If 14 out of 14 times when we saw a bearish cross above 80 on the stochastic RSI, we saw the price crash. Well, we just saw a bearish cross. It'll be confirmed when the D line crosses below 80, which I would expect, and then the price will drop further. So the most likely scenario is XRP to go down in the short term. Now, XRP to Bitcoin. So this is where you can ignore the noise from a lot of influencers out there and just focus on the technical analysis. Whenever the RSI touches this trend line back in 2017, XRP did 600x in 1 year relative to Bitcoin. In 2021, it did 10x in 6 months. So 2024, the RSI touched the trend line again. So what do you guys think that this means? It means XRP is going to do incredibly well over the next 12 to 24 months, because like the SBI CEO said, every bank in Japan will use XRP by 2025. Not by August of 2024, not by September of 2024, not by October of 2024, not by November, not by December, by 2025. And he didn't state what month. It could be December of 2025. We might have to wait a year and a half. Okay? So are you prepared for that? Because look what Ripple's doing to prepare for this. They just launched Ripple USD, RLUSD on their website. It will be fully backed by a segregated reserve of cash and cash equivalents and redeemable 1-to-1 for the US dollar. So, things that make you go, how convenient, huh? Liquidity problems, crash problems, tether problems, regulation coming. Interesting. They're launching a stable coin at the same time. Oh, also, by the way, Ripple just added the former Amazon.com chief financial officer. Last summer, Ripple appointed former Amazon CFO Warren Jensen to its board of directors. Jensen previously worked at Amazon, Delta Airlines, NBC, Electronic Arts, and Nielsen, a testament to their ambition of growing their global presence. He's also been appointed chair of the audit committee, which oversees the auditing process of Ripple's operations. So are you surprised by this name being added to the team, guys? Or is this just all part of the secret government plan? So people that are saying XRP can't reach new price highs because of the market cap have no idea how global liquidity even works and the amount of money that's in Nostro and Vostro bank accounts to be able to bridge cross-border liquidity, let alone SWIFT is over $5 trillion per day. Look at the XRP market cap at around $30 billion. It's even lower right now with the sell-off. Western Union moved between customers, $80 billion annually. That's just one bank. Global non-cash transactions, $577 billion. SWIFT, $5 trillion per day, not just annually. Nostro Vostro accounts is $27 trillion. Then you look at the global transfer market, $27 trillion between SWIFT, Fedwire, Chips, Western Union, MoneyGram, TransferWise payments. It's absolutely insane, guys. XRP could do a 20x, a 50x still, and still be undervalued relative to where the market cap is right now. So $30 billion is absolute baby money, especially when you look at global M2 at over $100 trillion. Keep in mind, $1 billion is just 1% of $1 trillion. So 30 billion is how much of $1 trillion? What is that, 3%? Let alone 100 trillion. What's 30 billion of $100 trillion? Let me pull out the calculator real quick. So we take 30 billion, we divide that by, let's just say $100 trillion. That's 0.0003% of 100 trillion. That's how much XRP's current market cap is right now. So if XRP were to do 100x from there, it would only hold 3% of $100 trillion, let alone the whole derivatives market. So if XRP were to just get 1%, that would be what, like a 20x, a 30x, a 40x from where we are right now. So that's why I'm not concerned at all, because I'm getting ready, just like the institutions are, by backing up the truck all the way to the bank.
So a lot of people have asked me, what is my number one way to earn massive crypto rewards this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage of the market cycle? Well, if you go to xrpl.to, you guys will see a lot of different altcoin projects listed on the XRP ledger, and virtually nobody knows about this, nor is anyone really paying attention to it right now because the price of XRP has been suppressed during the entire Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. But over the next few years, as Ripple and XRP gets more traction, a lot of the projects on the XRP ledger are going to gain a lot of attention. And one of my buddies showed me a project on the XRP ledger that is the first play to earn game on XRP where you're able to earn crypto rewards simply for playing the game. Now, if you guys want to see what that game is, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below this video. All you have to do is click more when you scroll down. It'll show get started here. It'll take you to a page that looks like this. You simply just register, create a free account. You enter in your username, your email address, your password, and then your gender. And then you just click sign up at the bottom. And it's going to take you into the back office of the members area. Now, I want to explain really quick the benefit of playing this game to earn crypto rewards, because the coolest part about the game is the ticker of the altcoin is literally called crypto. It's a micro cap, very, very tiny project that virtually nobody knows about right now. And one of my buddies showed me this game, and I'm already earning about 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP. But there's no guarantee that you're going to earn 10 crypto per day or 1,000 XRP per day, because your results are obviously going to vary playing the game depending at what level you come in at. So I want to be very clear that results aren't typical, and this is just purely for fun to see what happens for the rest of this bull run as the XRP ledger gains more adoption. So once you've created your free account through the link in the description below, the next thing that you're going to need is an XRP wallet. Now, the best wallet online right now is the Zaman wallet, and it's the largest and most secure XRP custodial cold storage wallet. So it's also a mobile app on your phone where you get your private keys for the wallet. It's comparable to a Ledger or a Trezor cold storage device, but the best for holding XRP. And this is what you're going to need to be able to play the game to earn crypto rewards. So again, below this video, you're going to see a tutorial video right here, and it breaks down exactly how to set up your wallet, how to be able to fund it with XRP so you can start playing the game, and everything in between. So after you've created your free community account and you have your XRP wallet, the next step is to log in to the back office of your account. And at the top, you're going to see these 4 little icons right here. You simply click this. You go to My DGP, you scroll down, and then you click Purchase Combo. In the bottom left, you're going to click this little plus icon, so it shows 1 combo pack. Click these little 3 boxes right here, and then you purchase with your XRP wallet. And then all you need to do is open up your Zaman wallet on your phone, click this little icon right here at the bottom, and then you simply scan the code on the screen. It's going to pop up. Right now it's 5,000 XRP to get your digital game pieces to be able to play the game and earn crypto rewards. And I'm going to show you the game in a little bit and how awesome it is, because the founder of this dumped millions of dollars in development into this game and has been working on it since 2020. So this is hands down the best play to earn game to earn crypto rewards on the XRP ledger. So I spent about 15,000 XRP on my digital game pieces because I want to be able to maximize the game. And so far, just recently, I'm earning 10 crypto per day, which is about 1,000 XRP per day. So you can do the math over the course of a month on what those rewards will look like. And I can swap crypto for XRP. So I'm just going to keep stacking my digital game pieces to maximize my crypto rewards, because you also have to take into account that crypto is the in-game currency. So as more people start catching on to the XRP ledger and they start playing the game to earn rewards, then the popularity of the crypto token will increase. So obviously there's no guarantees of any profits here, but you do not want to miss out on this as more people start learning about XRP over the next few years. So all I'm going to do to get my digital game pieces is slide to accept on my XRP wallet, and it says the payment was submitted successfully. Now all I'm going to do is refresh the page. I go to my DGP assets, that simply stands for digital game pieces, and you're going to see I got one Cryptopian, a crypto land, a box, a key, a vial, and a crystal. So I'm simply just going to click claim on each of these. I'm going to open my Zamin wallet again. I'm going to click this icon right here to scan the code on the screen, and I'm just going to slide to accept. And as soon as I've claimed my digital game piece, I'm going to click reveal, and it shows me what class this is in. And one of the coolest parts about this game is each of the digital game piece reveals are random, so you could get between a level 1 to a level 10. So I'm going to click claim to reveal the land now, and then I just scan the code and slide to accept on my XRP wallet. And it just shows this little countdown thing right here as it reveals which land I have. So as you can see, that was a level 1 land. You guys might get a different level. On a previous pack, I got a level 9. And depending on the level that you get determines the crypto rewards that you earn daily. Now, after you've revealed your digital game pieces to be able to play the game to start earning crypto rewards, in the top of your back office, you click the icon right here with the 4 squares. Then you simply click the game. And then you click the button on the center of the screen that says enter the game. And then you're going to see several in-game actions here like rent, mine, thieve, govern, rule, enhance, and bank. So depending on which avatar you got will determine whether you mine, you thieve, you govern, or you rule. And then for your land, you can collect rent on your land every single day in crypto, which is awesome. So in this case, I would click on thieve, click continue. So underneath available, I simply select my Cryptopian. I select the duration in days. In this case, it'd be 1. And then I click this little icon right here. It's going to pop up this, and it shows me the daily production. In this case is 0.4 crypto tokens. So depending on when you're watching this video, crypto might be at a different price. Right now it's at about $53. So all I need to do is confirm the action, and it's going to say it's processed successfully. And then it's underneath active, and it has a countdown timer right here in terms of time remaining until it goes back into the available section again. So you can see 23 hours and 59 minutes. Now, once this is done, my crypto balance is going to top up with an extra 0.4. Right now it's at about 44.39. And if I go back to the main page and I click on rent and click continue, you can see that I have an available land that I can collect rent on. So I simply select the land. I select the amount of days that I want it to collect rent, 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. So this can be as passive or as active as you want, but I'm gonna click this icon right here. It's gonna pop up and it's gonna show me the daily production, and then I just confirm the action. Now you can see underneath active, I have a level 1, level 4, level 8, and a level 9. And then it shows me the time remaining on each of these land pieces that are collecting rent right now in crypto rewards, which is awesome. And so at the bottom of the screen right here, you can see crypto total net. That's about 14.96 crypto tokens. So let's just round that up to 15. And if I were to swap 15 crypto for XRP, it's about 1,554 XRP. Now that's obviously not a guarantee that you're going to earn the same amount of crypto tokens, because as you can see, I have more pieces of land here because I decided to purchase more packs because I want to be able to stack up the amount of crypto tokens I earn over time throughout the rest of this entire bull run before we get into the euphoria stage. So I'm just going to continue to stack crypto tokens, playing this game for fun, because as more attention gets drawn over to the XRP ledger, I can see more and more users playing crypto land for fun every single day to earn crypto rewards. So again, all you need to do right now to get started is go into the link in the description below this video, create your account. Once you have your Zamin XRP wallet and you've loaded it with XRP, following the tutorial below, then in the back office, you click the icon at the top, you click My DGP, and then you purchase your combo pack to be able to reveal your digital game pieces. So you can buy one or you can buy multiple right now, because the more combo packs that you get, the more pieces of land that you're going to be able to get to be able to collect rent on each and every single day. And then if you choose to get the crypto token on the secondary market, that's up to you. Or you can just play the game for fun to be able to earn crypto rewards like I'm doing right now. So once the time expires on each of these active pieces of land, I'm going to collect all of the rent in crypto, and it's going to top up my balance right here where you can see 44. So check it out. I know you guys are going to absolutely love it. And again, we're going to have a tutorial as well too on some different strategies, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, to be able to maximize this game. That way you can benefit the entire bull run as XRP explodes. So all you need to do right now is click the links below. If you go to bullrunners.com, you're also going to get early alerts on explosive altcoins, daily market analysis videos for breaking news updates like this, and you'll discover our best ways to be able to maximize the crypto land game to earn the most amount of crypto rewards this entire bull run. Because together, we believe that the spending power of the dollar is just going to keep going down in value. That's a fact based on inflation. Blockchain technology, distributed ledger technology, and cryptocurrencies have been going up in value over the past decade. That's the truth, and together, we're all going camping on the beaches of the moon. I'll see you guys on the next video. I will see you on bullrunners.com through the links below. As always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.